Many voters in Southeast Texas cast ballots even before Monday night's final presidential debate. President Barack Obama and challenger Mitt Romney met in Florida during a debate that focused on foreign policy, although both men spent time talking about domestic issues. KFDM reporter Justin Hinton stopped by several polling places in Jefferson County to see if the debate made a difference in how people voted. Justin joins us live from Rogers Park in Beaumont with more on that. And Justin, what did you find at the voting locations?
Well, Bill, we spoke to people both here at Rogers Park and also at Theodore John's Library. Now, as you can imagine, they all had different reasons for paying attention to the debate. A lot of them said they were interested in health care. Now, of course, last night was about foreign policy, so you can imagine there that it kind of ran the gamut for what they were looking for. But we did find that there was at least one consistency across the board.
My mind was already made up.
I'd already made up my mind.
My mind was pretty well made up before I watched the debates, but I wanted to hear both sides.
Voter after voter, they all said the same thing, until we met Jim Fennell.
I was leaning. Certainly I had a preference, but I stated that in there. And I wanted to give both men a fair chance to state what they had on their minds.
The 63-year-old has voted in every election since he turned 21. That was back in 1970, before the 26th Amendment that lowered the voting age to 18. Fennell watched all 4 debates, including Monday night's.
Debating skill does not necessarily translate into governing skill. And I think that's what we're here to assess today, is which men, in this case, will be the best to lead our country into the future.
That's the man that received his vote. Fennell says that he will vote as long as he's able to. He says it's one of the most important rights as a citizen. Now, if you would like to vote, you can find out where all the early voting polling places will be by logging on to KFDM.com. Again, a lot of people within maybe the last half an hour have come up to here not realizing that the poll is actually closed. It closed at 5 o'clock. So make sure you go to KFDM.com to find out where you can vote and what time. Reporting live in Beaumont, Justin Hinton, KFDM 6 News.
And what did you think of the presidential debate? We posed that question on our KFDM News Facebook page, and it drew hundreds of comments. One Facebook fan wrote, "Obama has done nothing he said he would do, so give Romney a chance. He couldn't do any worse. He's proven he can balance budgets, so let's stand behind him." But another person commented, "I cannot believe anyone supports or votes for Romney. He isn't a conservative. He is nothing like Reagan, Nixon, Eisenhower, Lincoln. The party has morphed into something very odd the past 20 years. And finally, this from another KFDM Facebook fan, "Whichever one wins, the country still has a long way to get it right, and we will continue to be divided." Log on to our KFDM News Facebook page to comment on the debates and to read hundreds of comments other people have posted.